Indianapolis, the Circle City, Naptown. Indianapolis is the center of the state of Indiana. It's our state capital. It's a great place to raise a family. But here are 5 reasons not to live in Indianapolis. Reason number 1, unpredictable weather. If you love the thrill of experiencing all 4 seasons in 1 week, heck, sometimes one day, well, then Indianapolis is for you. People like to live here because they do like the change in seasons. Many people from Indianapolis, if they don't want winter, they go down south. Snowbirds, of course. Those who stay love the change in seasons. But that can be, well, kind of a pain, to be honest, because when you get into like spring or fall, sometimes you're going to experience all 4 seasons in a week. Heck, today, this is being recorded in October, we woke up to temperatures in the 40s, and now here in the afternoon, we're up near 80 degrees. That's easily 2, some might call that 3 seasons in just one day. It makes it hard to decide what you're going to wear to work that day or to school that day. In the morning, you might get up, you have some warm weather clothes on because it's chilly outside when you're commuting to work or waiting for the bus. Then when you come home, you're going to be in shorts and a t-shirt because the weather is always hotter at the late afternoon. So it makes it challenging to predict what it is that you want to wear. Same thing happens in the springtime. Of course, we're going from cold weather into warmer weather. So you wind up, again, some days getting up where it is 30 degrees in the morning, 40 degrees in the morning. And by the time you come home from work, you're in the 60s or 70s. It's just a challenge. But being here, people love the change in seasons. Okay, in the fall, down south from Indianapolis in Brown County, we have one of the most attractive areas to come and watch the leaves changing during a week or two, specifically in October. People love that. They love the change in seasons there. Some people love snow. Now, to be honest, the city of Indianapolis doesn't get a whole lot of snow. If you are north of I-70 and on the north end of the city, and the farther you get up to South Bend, you're going to get a lot more snow, several inches at a time. Anything south of I-70, which runs right through the middle of our city, we don't get a whole lot of snow. In a given winter, we may have, some days where we get a few inches of snow, but for the most part, we get a dusting here and a dusting there. It's just cold. Sometimes it's just ice. The farther south you go in Indiana, sometimes they get really wet snow that is multiple inches. And so they're stuck for several days where they can't leave their house. School is canceled because they have several inches of snow. And then it's so wet and compacted, it makes it tough to travel. Reason number 2, traffic circles, otherwise known as roundabouts. Carmel, which is just north of Indianapolis, has the most roundabouts of any city in the country. Now, safety experts, driving experts will tell you that roundabouts are actually a safer way of travel. The problem is you have to get used to how to work them. Some of them are 1 lane going around in a circle with 3 or 4 exits. Some of them are 2 lanes going around in a circle. Some of them have 2 lanes in a circle, 1 that diverges off to the right. It can get really confusing, and it becomes a game of which lane am I supposed to be in? If you're not used to traveling in roundabouts, that can actually cause traffic jams and traffic congestion and accidents, unfortunately. But once you get used to it, you realize how that's all supposed to work. Traffic actually moves smoother. But I know a lot of people do not like roundabouts. They find them confusing. It almost becomes like European vacation.
Exit, there's a hotel. Hey, look, kids! There's Big Ben and there's Parliament!
There it is, there it is, there it is!
I know. I can't seem to get over to the left, honey. I'll try next time. Sorry. We'll get out of this jam in a minute. Kids! Big Ben! Parliament!
Again, that's what ultimately happens to people who don't know how to do roundabouts. They're in the wrong lane, then they quickly merge over to the other lane where they have to go to the right, potentially causing a traffic accident. Those of us who have experienced roundabouts know that there are people that we are driving next to that may not know what they're doing. So hopefully that gets better over time as more and more people get used to it. They certainly are becoming a wider spread thing, more so than just in Carmel. Lots of cities in the area are moving to roundabouts because, to be honest, they are safer. Reason number 3, sports obsession. Some people might say that sports in Indianapolis is ultra important to the residents. If you're not into sports, maybe this isn't the place for you. Indianapolis has several major sports teams. We have the Indiana Pacers in the NBA, we have the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL, we have the Indiana Fever in the WNBA. We have several minor league teams with the Indianapolis Indians baseball team. We have minor league hockey team, the Indy Fuel. We have a minor league soccer team, the Indy 11. And don't forget auto racing. Of course, we are the auto racing capital of the world with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which hosts the Indianapolis 500, a world-renowned race every year and has for over 100 years. We have NASCAR's Brickyard 400. We also have several other events that happen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It seems to change every year, but we do have several other races that do happen there. Sports are a very big thing for Indianapolis. We are the home to the NCAA. One of the things about Indianapolis is we are well known for hosting major sporting events, and we do it better than most cities. When we host an event, whether it's the Final Four, we held the Super Bowl in 2012, we had the USA swimming trials here. They actually built a Olympic-sized pool inside of Lucas Oil Stadium where the Colts play to host the swimming trials for the US Olympics in 2024. It's a very big deal. We do sports big, and it's all over the city. If you're not into sports, this probably isn't the place for you. And to be honest, it's only going to get worse, or if you like sports, better. Indianapolis loves sports, and when our teams are good, we are obsessed with it. If you're not into sports, this may not be the place for you. Reason number 4 not to move to Indianapolis, we are a pothole paradise. Now, I know lots of cities complain about their roads in the wintertime, especially in cold weather climates. It may not happen so much down in the south where they don't get so much ice and snow. Here in Indianapolis, like I said earlier, we get snow. We get a lot of ice. It causes a lot of erosion to our roads when they go and put salt down on the roads and then they bring the plows through and scrape it all off. Causes potholes, and the potholes just get worse and worse over time because they don't do much patching to them when it's too cold outside. So the pothole problem is a problem every winter. People complain about it. It's news stories, front page on the newspapers. It's a very big deal. If you like the alignment of your car, Indianapolis may not be the place for you because potholes could very well ruin your alignment and your tires. Now, before I get to number 5, let me ask you to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment or drop me a like. Let me know what you think about this. And the number 5 reason not to move to Indianapolis, public transportation. We are certainly not known for our public transportation. We're called the Circle City for several reasons. Reason number 1, we have the circle that is in the middle of downtown that runs around Monument Circle, and the essentially shape of the city is in a circle inside of I-465, which is the major highway that runs in a circle around the city. Well, that's what most people around here use to travel from place to place, is cars. We do have a bus system that runs through Indianapolis. It's good. It's not widely popular, but for those who need it, it is there, and it does add some convenience. But beyond that, we don't have a train system that runs from city to city, getting you from place to place. We don't have any light rail system. We really just don't have any massive public transportation options that people can utilize outside of their cars. So if you're somebody who's looking for public transportation because you don't want to own a car or you don't want to put a lot of miles on your car, Indianapolis may not be for you because our public transportation is really nearly non-existent. Truth be told, Indianapolis is a wonderful city. It's a great place to raise a family, and there's a lot of convenience to living here in Indianapolis. But it's not for everybody. And if it's not for you, well, I hope this video helped. However, if this video makes you think, I actually like many of those things on the list, and it is for you if you're considering moving here or want to make a move somewhere within Indianapolis because you're already here, leave me a comment. Let me know how I can help you, because that's what I do. I'm Brian. I'm a realtor here in Indianapolis. Thanks for watching.